Hey, yo, 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 we are live on the pontoon. I am John Pond 09, your captain, your cruise director, on the pontoon, through the pontoon. Hopefully everybody is having a fantastic Friday. Speaking of fans, today is a very special day. Here on the pontoon, this day marks 1 year since we very first went live on YouTube on June 30th. 2022. So very special day. We are going to be doing a $25 giveaway. We're going to be playing some ranked. Going to be playing some pubs. Maybe some other things. We'll see how the night goes. What's going on, Bottle? How you doing, bro? And that crowd goes wild. For the pontoon. All right, here's what I've decided. Unfortunately, Bottle, your name is just too long for this new setup. So instead of having everybody else's name look absolutely bonkers, if you type in your whole name, it's just going to get, it's probably getting cut off or something. I don't know. We're going to have to find out. But we can't leave Kenneth hanging over there. Let's fix this too. Although this is not a permanent solution by any means, this is really just testing to make sure that when I do get an overlay, that the overlay can work properly, because there has to be some things in place to make it work. Although if I hire somebody to make an overlay, they may be able to embed all of the things that I'm talking about in with it, so I'm not sure. He said that's fair. You can still type your full name, Bottom. I'll just fix it on the... I mean, if I'm if I'm live, I may not fix it, but if it's at the beginning, like this one, like how Kenneth was like way out of the way, I'll definitely fix it for you so it doesn't cut off on you. Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna type up my giveaway notice here. $25 giveaway is brought to you by Bottle of Bumpy, Kenneth Macklin, and It's Yours All YT. Bottle of Bumpy, Kenneth Macklin, and It's Yours All. Must have PayPal. Or I'll do Cash App. I'm feeling generous. Cash App to accept winnings. Is there any other rule? I guess not. Boom. I'll pin the message. Freaking Madi. She's disqualified. I don't care if Madi wins or not. She's disqualified. My 1 year anniversary stream on YouTube. I was like, you know what? It's been a year. And if there's anything that I've learned on YouTube after streaming for a year, it's that basically nobody is going to be happy for you or say anything positive ever. Like the very first comment on the stream after I volunteered $25 giveaway of my own money, another giveaway for yourself, like not congrats on a year, hey JP, how are you doing, congrats on a year, looking forward to the stream, just a troll comment right out of the gate, like you cannot do nothing for these people. I swear you cannot win. If you wanna win, do not be a streamer. Like, do not. That's what that's what I learned after 1 year on YouTube. If you wanna win, don't be a streamer. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Why? Well, you start streaming, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. You are gonna find out. Let me pop this Juneberry here. Ah, that is delicious. Another news bottle. I don't know if you heard me talking about this before because I know you're kind of in and out of chat, but I ordered these new Philips Hues light bulbs for my set, my studio as I'm calling it now. And I've been calling it my studio for a while, but I feel like, now that I've got the background, I've got the lighting, I've got the sign, it's an official studio. I'll call it that. Oh, you have heard of the lights. Okay. Well, anyways, they came today, bottle, but to my surprise, and this has never, ever, ever, never, this has never happened to me on this has never ever happened to me with Amazon. I got the 2-pack. For 2 light bulbs bottle, it was $98 with tax. Like, these are the premium creme de la creme of LED light bulbs. They can do, number one, they can do so much. Number two, they're just the best LED light bulbs on the market. And I've wanted them for many years, but I've just never bought the bullet and got them because they're $100 for 2 light bulbs. Well, anyways, this has never happened to me on Amazon ever before, but they sent them to me. Like, this is the box. This is the original packaging, and I'll try to not dox myself, but they literally just put a label, an Amazon shipping label, like on the box. They just put the label on the box of the light bulb, so you can clearly tell what's inside of here. And in fact, when I opened the box, all that was on it, again, I'm gonna try not to dox myself here. All that was on it was this small, like, sticker, and then I popped this open, and there was 2 light bulbs sitting inside of here. There's just 2 light bulbs sitting there. And I'm not upset because like I was worried the light bulbs would break or something like that. Like, they're LED light bulbs, so they're very durable. It's not like a regular light bulb where I'm worried that it's gonna break from being in this packaging. But what I was worried about is the fact that they just left this sitting like this on my porch. Like, bro, this was $100 light bulbs and they just left it sitting on my porch. Like, you can't be doing that, Amazon. Like, I mean, luckily they didn't get picked up, but if anybody knows anything about Bluetooth lighting, like, these are, like I said, these are the top dogs. This was the very first, like, original LED light bulbs. And again, that's $100. You would know just by seeing them that, number one, exactly what they are. Number two, if you saw them on the porch, you'd be like, oh wow, I could easily steal those and sell them on, you could sell them on Facebook Marketplace for, half the price easily, So anyways, I was pretty upset about Amazon. I still think I might make a complaint because I think that's ridiculous that they just came in a box like that. If they were $20 light bulbs, I'd be like, whatever. But every I did not write a review, not yet. But every little kid and their sister wants to be a streamer these days. So, like, I mean, I noticed this even when I was, like, showing houses, but like all the kids, like, they have, like, the LED light strips, like, in their rooms. Like, it's very common. They see this stuff on the internet and they, like, they want to participate. I get it. So if any, like, teenager would have seen these light bulbs sitting on the porch, like, they would have taken them for sure. So I'm very thankful that there are 2 cheaper ones in the and it's funny you say that, bottle. The other ones that I had that I replaced them with, they were, I think it was $30 for 2 of them, and they're like the exact same, like, size and everything. But I'm not that kind of person. But Anyways, they work great. I only had time to really just like plug them in and get this basic scene going. I struggled for the longest because I was trying to figure out how to pair the two light bulbs together. Like they paired with the phone like instantly. It was very easy, very sleek onboarding there. But then when I tried to pair them together, I could not figure out how to do it for the life of me. So that took a good 15 minutes. But you would like them, Bottle. They're plug and play. You know, I downloaded the app, I plugged them in, and they paired instantly. It was that part of it was great. That was a great part of the experience. But then getting them to do the same thing at the same time, oh, the house light bulbs? No, I think they would know. I think they would know if I did that for sure. But I'm the range leader. What in the range leader? Bro, I don't know about how it is in Kansas right now, Bottle, but in freaking Tennessee, it was 100 degrees outside. Like, it is disgustingly hot outside right now. I don't know, that's what I got. Right, just be like, I'm just as confused as you are. What's going on here? I paid $100 for these lights. Can't even get them to connect with my Bluetooth, you know? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's basically stealing and lying. I am very, very against. I'm not gonna say that I've never stolen anything, and I'm definitely not gonna say that I've never lied, but I try to never do either one. Certainly not intentionally. If I do it by mistake, then I'll try to rectify it, but you had it the last 4 days. I think we were supposed to have it yesterday, Bottle, but it rained for a good amount of the day, so I think it wasn't like as hot. Nice little 200 there. So I'm wondering how many people will notice my my anniversary thumbnail is my very first thumbnail I ever used. It's actually not the very first thumbnail, but I started streaming on an event, so the very, very first thumbnail I used was just the Awakening event thumbnail, but then the very first one, once the event was over, I was like, oh crap, I guess I gotta have a thumbnail now. And so I made this one myself. Keyed index was 117. Ooh. That is brutal. 250, we'll take that. You know what's crazy, Bottle? So I work in an office, but my company does, like, there are people that, we have a warehouse, and then there's also like a group of drivers that like deliver to customers and whatnot. And like, you know, big trucks. And one of my fellow office workers, like, we all walked outside and I was shocked at how hot it was. Like, it's like take the breath out of you hot. And apparently in our warehouse today, it was like 130 degrees. Well, one of my fellow office mates, I think she was not thinking clearly. Maybe because she was exposed to the heat. She sent in a group message to the entire company. Did everybody make it through the heat wave today? And I'm thinking, if I was one of those people that was working in a 130 degree warehouse, or had to be like out, you know, out on a truck all day, and I read this and you're sitting in the office asking me, did I make it through the heat wave? I would want to make sure you did not make it through the next heat wave. I'm like, what were you thinking when you sent that, you know? But, nah, it's brutal outside. I really felt bad for those guys. I did. But here's the thing, I've worked my way up. I've had, you know, I've had labor jobs out in the heat, like working in the thick of it, standing in the direct sunlight all day, and yeah, it sucks for sure. And I do feel bad for them, but hey, I don't feel bad enough to trade places with them. You know, I worked my way up for a reason because I realized, yo, this sucks. I don't want to do this anymore. I was like, I gotta figure out a way to get a job where I can work inside. Throwing trash away all day. Last day I worked for a bit. Nice. You got the whole weekend off? I mean, here's the other thing though. There's also jobs that are outside that you can get paid decent for. You know, if you're in like construction or if you're like a contractor and stuff like that. I mean, hey, some people make good money working outside, so there's nothing wrong with it. I just hate it. It's not for me. That's right. Kids are out of school until August 16th. Dang, they got a late summer. Crazy. I think the new lights look great though. So this is just the first scene that I happen to download, but there's like tons of different scenes that I can download, so I'm pretty excited about that. And they like transition exactly how I like to. Last day of summer school. Dang, so if they didn't do summer school, they'd have been out for a good minute. When I was in high school, we always got out like at the very end of May would be our last day, and then we would come back at the very beginning of August. Sometimes it would be like the last day of July. I remember one year it was like July 31st was like the first day back, and we're like, having to come back in July, what the food? But normally it was like August 1st or August 2nd would be the first day back. So we got, you know, basically 2 months. They seem brighter and well transitioning. Yeah, I can turn down the brightness a little bit, but I thought it looked good kind of how it's at. Like the other one's got brighter as well, but I don't like it to turn it up too bright because number one, I can see it out of the corner of my eye, so it's a little bit distracting. And number two, if I turn it up too bright, it'll wash out the like texture. So it'll just like wash it out and be like a huge like color instead of seeing like the individual things. They moved it back, now can't start until after the 15th. Interesting. Well, Bottle, I appreciate you showing up for a stream, buddy. You know, if it wasn't for you, we might not have anybody else today, but you know, that's all right. We got the top G on board. I know Lily said that she's driving to Minnesota today, so she probably will not be here today. I don't know, bro. I just adjust. They appear brighter is what I'm saying. Oh, like the colors? Yeah, I think the colors are just more vibrant. I think that's definitely the case too. I was noticing that just, like I said, the small amount I was playing with them before stream. I was mostly trying to get them to lock on and do the same thing, and that was really stressing me out. I was like, because the whole reason why I replaced the other ones is because they would always get out of sync, and I was like, there's no way I dropped $100 on these light bulbs, and I can't even get them to get into sync in the first place. But we chilling. Well, Bottle, the good news is it should be pretty easy for you to win this giveaway. Oh, we may not have many entries. I might have screwed myself by changing up my title, because normally I keep, you know, Apex Legends and I keep it the same. And I, you know, keep one of the thumbnails that, you know, by this point people recognize, but, you know, maybe people are just, you know, too busy for old John Pun 09. I get it. People got stuff to do, you know, it's hot outside and stuff. It's alright. That's alright. That's alright. It's alright. Alright, you know. I'm like that guy that's, you know, throws a birthday party and... Oh, what happened to all the dummies? What the... Wait, did they move the dummies from right here? Didn't there used to be a dummy right here? I need that close range dummy so I can get some one clips. Cut. Okay. I thought there was one there, Bottle. I thought there was like 3 right here, actually. There was like 1 right there and like 2 back there. The fuck is going on?
Up and away, Newty.
Alright, Bottle. Well, while you're here and hanging out, I'm gonna go ahead and, because I know sometimes you have to lurk and deal with the kids and whatnot, I'm gonna go ahead and set up the giveaway so that you get a chance to enter, because I definitely don't want you to miss out. I'm not gonna do it until the end of stream, obviously. We'll try to build momentum, but, you know, going at this rate, going at this rate, you got a very good chance to win here. You know, I was thinking about it too, Bottle. I was like, you know what? Because I saw you, you know, press the button and then it, you know, it made the sound, and I was like, you know, I actually kind of like that. I was thinking about it because I was like, maybe I should turn the, maybe I should turn the sound back on, but okay. Giveaway, giveaway. Let's start a giveaway. Delete this giveaway, add giveaway. Oh, you can do a merch giveaway. Interesting. Interesting. Yo, James Gipe in the chat. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming by. Doing a $25 giveaway. Today is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. And so far, well, we don't have any entries because it is not set up. But I'm about to set up this giveaway in Streamlabs. And then you can definitely enter. Must have PayPal or a Cash App. Okay. Is that the Lifeline robot? Yo, what's going on, Xandro? It is not the Lifeline robot. That's Horizon's Newt. Her ultimate thing that she throws. Okay, I don't think there's gonna have to be a timer. I don't know. I might have to change that. Space Mommy robot. Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I don't like the name that it has given itself. Well, that's kind of annoying. Well, I guess I can't change it now. Okay. All right, Bottle, can you see if you can enter with exclamation raffle? You should be able to join now. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's working. All right, so the name got messed up. A must have PayPal or Cash App to accept winning, sponsored by Bottle of Pumpy, Kenneth Macklin, and it's yours. So raffle has started. Okay, wow. Okay, well, I don't know why it added a. Pretty sure I did not do that. All right, whatever. We're going with it. Might be able to get to Diamond 1 tonight. That'd be a good goal.
Death is not on our path. Not yet.
How are we gonna play together if you're always too far ahead, bro? Don't even give me that bottle. We could be playing pubs. There's always that option.
Safety's off. Weapons free.
Very first game, somebody takes Horizon. Gotta love it. Pubs is terrible. I mean, once I hit Masters, I'm just gonna be playing pubs the rest of the season. No point in playing ranked anymore. Bro, we're already back on Broken Moon. I swear it was not going to be Broken Moon today. Okay. Well, we may not. We may not be playing ranked today. After all, I hate this map with everything that is inside of me for ranked.
The Jets, we're dropping hot.
I thought it was World's Edge too, Theos.
First blood. Gotta be someone.
Wasn't it just Storm Point yesterday?
I've got a wee body landed nearby. Round one. Beginning ring countdown. Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Call him if you spot him.
Void jumping.
Alright, I'm ready to bang now.
The rings are being shot at. Enemy over there.
You see, that's what's up, almost Masters. I was hoping to get to D1 tonight, but based off the fact that it's Broken Moon, that may not be happening. Last time it was Broken Moon, I just rage quit because I hate this map so much for ranked.
Attention. There is a
I guess they didn't really want to fight.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. I'm down.
Well, that's great.
Warning. Ring closing.
Throwing thermite.
Grenade.
Throwing thermite. Dropping enemy shield. Reload. Spotted. Double timing me.
Hostile right here.
Give my shields a recharge.
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do when this kid's not even fighting.
Bomb bots are shooting at me. Eyes to the skies. A care package. Up and away, Newtie.
Oh, and I'm Bangalore.
Fancy a stroll this way. They're shooting at me. I grabbed that hooligan shield. And we're shooting. Reloading. Enemy downed.
I'm almost out of ammo here.
Shields recharging. Champion eliminated.
Yo, what's going on, Sam? Appreciate that. 1 year on YouTube. That is, you know, something that not many creators can say. Most people, I feel like, give up way before a year. Actually, most people give up before they even start. But, you know, we started, and here we are, 1 year later. Almost at that 1,000 sub mark. About 16,000, 17,000 watch hours. So yeah, it's been a good year. Learned a lot. That's the important thing. You a hot girl or $100,000? Oh, $100,000 for sure, Sam. For sure, $100,000. There is no question. I mean, if you know, it's kind of a trick, but if you use $100,000 the right way, you can definitely get a hot girl regardless. Actually, I wouldn't even say a right way. I mean, you can just probably buy a nice car and get a hot girl for, you know, a little bit for $100,000, but no, I would take the money for sure. Shiver.
Rejuvenating.
Need a wee bit. I need shields.
What will I do for $100? What do you mean?
Thanks.
You mean when I take the car, would I want the girl still?
Numpty spotted.
Taking fire.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
Come on in. Old Painless is wait.
Being shot at.
Smoke out.
We're gonna be hard pressed to go positive this game. What would I do with $100,000? Well, first I would pay off my student loans.
Aye, sharp. A wee baddie land.
Then next I would probably pay off my car. And then with the remaining money, I would use it as a down payment for a house or condo, probably like a townhouse.
We spot a border. Me and you are
Probably what I would do. Yo, what's going on, Jonathan Austin? John Pondelion. What would I do with $20? Put it towards the $25 giveaway. Exclamation raffle in the chat if you want to be included. Well, this is the most populated place ever, so it's probably a really bad idea to stay here, but I catch up on chat a little bit. Oh, what would I do with $100? Would you still be streaming this live with no debt and in your own house? Oh, absolutely, Sam. Yeah, because I would get at least a 2-bedroom, but realistically probably a 3-bedroom, and so I would have my room, and then I would have a separate room for live streaming, so I could do a better like setup and like have a whole yo, what's going on, Stamp? So I would do like a whole room dedicated to streaming, basically.
Eyes up. Incoming replicator.
And then also I would have it as my streaming room, but also use it as a home office, and then I would look for a work from home job again, because I really liked working from home, or I liked a lot of parts about working from home, but what I did not like about working from home is, you know, I just rent a room and I have roommates, so my room was my office now, which I did not really like that. So like whether I was at work or not at work, you know, it felt like I was just in a prison cell or something, you know, all day. This may be it here. I'm so startled. Will you see me? Oh, he didn't see me. So that's the number one thing I didn't like. But if I had a separate office, like room to work from home, where I could like separate work and, you know, off time, then I would like working from home a lot more. So I would probably do that. I'm buying a pack of Cools, a lucky number 4 Lotto, and a Pepsi. Oh, bottle. I've been doing pretty good, Jonathan. It's been busy at work. It's been a tough week at work, I'm not gonna lie, but we made it to Friday. We made it to direct deposit payday, as Sam would say. And, you know, we're looking forward to the weekend. I do have to work on Monday, but then I'll have Tuesday off. So, you know. What are you doing? AV.
45? Ring ain't far.
Prison cells are overrated. Well, I just want to, yo, what's going on, Jakai? I just want to at some point have a place to have like a separate
close.
office
Easy
from
30.
like separated. It'll make the work-life balance a lot easier, I feel like. Yo, appreciate that, Jakai. You have the rat in Apex, you're not joking. Here's the thing, Ava, I tried to fight with my team and I did a lot of damage in that fight,
10
but
seconds.
one of my teammates got dropped immediately and then the other one was not even shooting at them or doing damage. So it was a 2v3 and my teammate wasn't doing anything, so I just ran away. And then my teammate was getting chased, so it's like, well, you know, I'm not it's yours, so I can't just, you know, 1v3 this whole lobby. So these are the options now, you know. This is what we're doing.
Care package being delivered.
I didn't even want to play Bangalore. I was trying to play with my Horizon heirloom. But my teammate took Horizon from me, so here we are. They don't build rat spots like they used to. We'll just chill here, I guess. Nobody wants to work together. It sucks. Well, I mean, my teammate just got dropped immediately. I knew that we were going to take the 3v3, but, you know, I didn't know my teammate was just going to get dropped immediately like that. And then I was still down to 2v3 because I cracked 2 of them, but my teammate was just not even shooting at them at all. So at that point, I was like, well, I have no choice but to bail here. Well, well, well. If it isn't Robo Hobo Productions, exclamation Robo in the chat, you all know and love him. And if you don't love him, you at least know him. But in case you don't, exclamation Robo, join his channel. He goes live every day during the week. Quality, quality, quality. If I could describe Robo's content in 3 words, or 1 word repeated 3 times, it would be quality. How's your Friday going, Robo? No diss on Bang. I played Bang for many seasons. I played Bang. Bangalore was my very first main stamp. I love playing Bangalore. I just haven't played her in a while. Actually, when I came back to PC, I started playing her more. But I just haven't played her in several seasons. But Bang is fun. She's a great legend for sure. I just wanted to play Horizon because I, you know, spent $150 on her freaking heirloom
1 minute to go.
a week ago. So, you know. Also, guys, there is a $25 giveaway going
Not a
on
far ring.
tonight.
45.
We probably won't do the raffle until the very end of stream, which will not be for at least a couple hours. But if you want to enter, I think it's only 50 coins to enter.
Ring's close. Easy 30.
Can we get like 2 more teams to die? That'd be great. That'd be great. Okay. I played Lifeline and Path at the start, then started playing with Robo, so I ended on Lifeline until they ruined her. I also played, so my very, very first Legend was Pathfinder, and I used him because that's when he had his grapple every 15 seconds. And I just liked to be able to traverse the map a little bit easier with the grapple. But then I quickly switched to Bang, and then after Bang, I did play a good amount of Lifeline when she had her res shield, but then once they took her res shield away, I stopped playing her basically completely until Arenas came out. And then when Arenas came out, then Lifeline was pretty useful again with her, you know, with the gold backpack. So I like playing Lifeline as well. She's also fun. Come on, kill this team already. Yeah, it's exclamation raffle. But yeah, Lifeline with the impenetrable res shield was awesome. I loved Lifeline back then. Fast healed and she, yeah, I didn't even play her when she had the fast heal, I don't think. Her drone was super slow back then also. You basically had to have like severe cover or not be in a fight at all because it was gonna, that drone was so slow. I agree, Lifeline needs a rework. I mean, her drone is in a good place right now, but I mean, just for the fact that Newcastle can res somebody while he's moving around, and plus he does have that shield that's movable as well. I mean, right now, like, Newcastle is definitely the better support character. I just want the res shield back. If she just had the res shield, even if it was smaller or whatever, because it was kind of like straight and then it also had like a lip on it. So even if like they took the lip off of it so that people over on height could see it easier, I'd be fine with that.
Half of one to go.
Might have to cause some mayhem there. Here. She came back fully healed. That was ace.
Attention.
Yo, what's going on, RJ? How you doing, bro? Thanks for coming through.
Got 10. Rings close.
From the Gype stream, yeah, he told me that he shared it. Definitely appreciate that.
Attention. The kill leader had warning.
Anybody got any big 4th of July plans this weekend? As hot as it is in Tennessee, I'm gonna probably stay inside as much as possible. Which, to be fair, is not too much different than a normal weekend for me. But this weekend especially, I'm gonna be trying to stay inside because it's unbearably hot outside. Between that and, you know, everybody and their brother is gonna be on the lake.
Up in the chimney. Heads up. Dropping the pain. Give my shield a recharge.
Yeah. What you gonna do, Pathfinder? Try to top rat me. I knew he was a rat all along. I saw him 2 rings ago coming in, ratting his way in like he was gonna do something.
1 minute.
I'm not gonna lie, having that on there kind of messed me up though. I'm doing nothing because it's a regular day here. Guess that makes sense if you're not in the... Oh, okay. Alright. Just had a better nemesis than me there. Oh, it was a flatty. Wow. 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 Okay. Okay. Yes, it is Apex Legends, RJ. You have caught me on the one day of the year that I did not put Apex Legends in the title. And that is because today is a very special day for me, and it is my 1-year anniversary on YouTube. Yes, today, 1 year ago, was my very first stream on YouTube ever. But yeah, it's Apex Legends. Alright, chat, well, you know, plus 125, we'll take that. We will take that. Thank you, Robo, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I feel like now I have at least a beginner's understanding of streaming. I don't really consider myself a full content creator just because I really have not ever made long form content. Well, I don't know if live streaming is considered long form content, but I've never posted videos. I have one video posted, and it's the 5K that I got on console in the bot lobby. And shorts, but so I don't really, and I never go on Twitter. So I mean, there's a lot of things that I think I would need to start doing for me to consider myself a content creator.
Amateur hours over. Time for the
But I
big
definitely
leagues.
have a handle for the basics
Things look to get a mite troublesome.
as far as live streaming goes.
Introducing your champion.
Seen a lot over the past year for sure. Thanks, Stamp. Appreciate the happy anniversary song.
I'm Jumpmaster.
I don't know why Streamlabs messed up
It's
my
not that kind of ride.
giveaway text though. I know I did not put A in front of that, so I don't know if they added that automatically. And now they don't let me edit it, so I just look like a buffoon out here, but that's kind of annoying. It's gonna irk me every time I see that. Alright, where should we go?
Hold on to your knickers, darlings. That way he calls to me.
Will I be live streaming 1 year from now? That is the question.
First blood. Who'd have thought a blood sporty thing so
Here's my conundrum with it. Really? Here's my concern. Is I just don't know, like it is rare that I find a game like Apex where I can actually play it, you know, several days or for several hours, you know, every day or close to every day and not get bored of it. Yes, I do get tired. I complain about Apex just like, you know, most people that play it.
I found a little
But
extra.
at the end of the day, like, I still do enjoy it. It still can hold my attention for a while. Like, you know, when I played Overwatch, it was a fun game, but it just got really boring after even just a couple weeks of grinding it. So, I don't know. I'm just worried that if the
Rings here,
viewership
darlings.
really leaves
You've got a whole
Apex, like,
45 seconds of free
what'll be
time.
the point of streaming, you know? Because if I can't find another game that I enjoy as much, and then people don't want to watch me
3-0.
Shops open
play
for
other
business.
games, like, you know, I don't know, a lot can happen in a year, you know, maybe Apex, you know, radically
Another beautiful piece.
radically adjust the game or something, but I just don't really see that happening.
Spotted. Double timing it.
10 seconds.
Oh, my aim.
Reloading.
I broke an enemy shield.
Okay, well, this is not going well.
Shields recharging. Not to be
Hostile. Right here.
I had a feeling that was the case.
on your feet, darling. Plenty of fight left in you. Enemy spotted.
Oh, nice grenade, bro. Pop grenade. You and your boyfriend just had to do that. That's great. That is great. Yo, appreciate the 11 likes on the stream. All the top G's up in the chat liking up the stream. Oh, we see you. Well, that was fun. So I guess the answer is I hope to be streaming in a year for sure, because I do like to stream. It's been a very rewarding in many ways hobby. a very fun thing to do. However, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be this game in a year. You know, hopefully I can find a different game that will be able to hold my interest and that people will enjoy watching. And that it'll be easy to stream, because some games are just like more made for live streaming than others, or at least are more compatible with live streaming. Like games like, so like XQC I've noticed has been streaming on Kick. And he has like 50, 60,000 people watching him play Rocket League.
Come on, little mutie. We've got work to do.
Which is not even a like a top game by any means. But a game like Rocket League, it's almost impossible to stream because you have to be looking at the screen. Like if you look away for like 1 second, you'll miss a play.
Introducing your champion.
And the games are, you know, 5 to 7 minutes long, so you're never gonna, you know, in Apex there's a lot of like dead time where, you know, you kill a team, you're on to the next fight, you're in the middle of fights, things like that. That make it a lot easier to be able to read chat. Now XQC, I haven't watched too many of his streams, honestly, but I don't even think he reads chat or pays attention at all most of the time, so it doesn't really matter. But to be an engaging streamer, can't look at what XQC does as a model for anything. Well, that's fair. I mean, it's apples to oranges, really, what... Because the part that I like about streaming is, you know, engaging with chat, talking to the community. Like, I'll never be one of those guys that's just, you know, playing with his friends, playing with the pros, and, like, people are just here to watch that interaction, you know, or watch that gameplay. Which is fine. Like, I don't want to, I mean, I guess if I was good enough, I would do that, but it's not the... That's not the, oh, okay, buddy. It's not the focus, so...
Wingman here. Hop up here. Skull piercer.
R301 here.
These kids are... ready to go, apparently.
Attention. First blood.
Dog, can I, like, get an optic? I can't even see where these kids are at.
I'm recharging my
Shields recharging.
reloading.
Well, I clearly know where we're at.
45 seconds, and the ring ain't far at all.
Of course there's a shield up here. Anyways, my point is, I really enjoy streaming, I really enjoy engaging with the community, but it's never something that... Oh, okay. Well, I'm just really curious at this point, how many freaking grenades are over there?
Need a bit more power.
This is getting a little ridiculous here.
I'm recharging my shield.
I need restoration. Healing.
The ring's closing and we ain't
My shields need a bit.
shooting at me.
Okay. Well, you're clearly so good at this game. Like, just push us, dog. Like, just come over here. You're so good at the game, just come over here, then. Come over here and just completely roll us. That's how good you are at the game.
Me and you are down.
Okay. They're running shotguns and they only want to throw grenades across the map? That's very interesting.
You have to admit that was awesome.
Yo, what's going on, Jazzy? How's your Friday? I mean, my team could have went over there and died with me 10 minutes ago. I don't know why we had to wait so long for that. Like, that team was just clearly the best diamond, PC diamond demonios this game has to offer. Good things come to those who wait. I guess out of pure happenstance, eventually a good thing will come if you wait long enough, right? Yeah, we may just play pubs tonight. I am really not trying to play this map. Made a quesadilla, now I'm drinking some bourbon, listening to music. Nice. What kind of quesadilla did you make? Oh god, it's the same guy, bro. I should have waited before I readied up. It's the same teammate that wanted to just stand over there and get sniped the whole time, not push over.
We're going to do beautiful things together.
Only cheese? That's it, Jazzy? What the?
Fancy a bit of a blether?
This is your champion.
The skies belong to me.
I mean, I think if you're just waiting for good things to happen, like, maybe eventually they will, just by the, you know, by the sheer amount of things that will happen to you in life that you don't have control over. Sure, sometimes good things will happen to you eventually, but that's just like, you know, the same amount of bad things are going to happen to you also. Like, sitting around and waiting is not doing anything. You'd be better off trying to,
We do this for science.
Oh, my teammate's already jumped. Okay. No, yeah, that makes sense.
We're spread out, darlings. Don't be afraid to get close and cozy.
So not only can I not get a team that can... teammates that can get a knock or play with any amount of reasonable sense, now they don't even want to jump with the jump master. That is amazing. Amazing.
Champion eliminated.
Guess the champion couldn't keep up.
Nice roll, Electric Eye. I love fishing. What a perfect quote for that. Well, I mean, even in fishing, you know. Sure, you have to wait for the fish to bite, but you also have to, like, go to where the fish are gonna be, right? So any good fisherman will know, you know, better places to go. You know, he'll know the water. Like, he's still gonna put himself in the right spot. He's still gonna use the right bait. He's not gonna sit in the boat and not even, you know, cast a line and expect a fish to just, you know, appear. And I feel like that's what some people do in their life. You know, they want to put in low effort, no effort. They're just sitting in the boat waiting for the fish to come to them. They're not even casting a line.
Care package being delivered.
Best check your maps. We're quite spread out.
I feel good about this care package. Shall we?
Boom, boom, boom. Some people just like to enjoy nature and wait for the best. I mean, I honestly think that one day I might be into fishing. I do like being out on the lake. So I've just never really had anybody, like my uncle fishes, but my dad was never into fishing. So my uncle took me fishing like once. And I didn't really care for it at that point, but I was also like,
Hey, watch my back, pals.
you know, 7 or 8 years old. I feel like most kids, you know, they're not going to really like fishing too much just because it is a lot of waiting. But I could see myself getting into fishing at some point. Well, that's as good a spot as any as, I guess. Boom! Boom! Most people will think that people aren't successful because they are lazy, when in fact, most people work very hard. It's how we work and what we work on that matters. Oh, hello. Hello, buddy. Surely you see me here, right? Oh, guess not. It's how we work and what we work on that matters the most. Work smart. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Robo. I mean, a lot of people... Yo, what's going on, Horizon? Appreciate that. A lot of people do work very hard at their jobs or whatever. You know, there's a lot of people that work out. I mean, it was 100 and something degrees outside. There's a lot of people that were working hard outside.
Best check your maps.
Really busting their ass, you know, whatever. You know, construction, roofing, like whatever they were doing. Like they were busting their ass, really working hard. But at the end of the day, for instance, like a lot of people aren't going to see that as being very successful because that person isn't making a certain amount of money, because that person isn't driving a certain car. Like a lot of people would look at that person that's up on the roof in 120-degree weather and be like, oh, well, he's just, you know, he's just a laborer. He's, you know, he's not applying himself or whatever. Yo, what's going on? Entertainer Without a Face. Interesting name. Appreciate the sub. My hidden 1-year membership. Yeah, Jazzy, my the thumbnail is also the original thumbnail that I used. Not the very first thumbnail that I used because I started streaming during an event, but after the event was over, I was like, oh, I guess I need a thumbnail, so I made this one myself. I'm working fast food. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I've worked plenty of restaurants myself, and there's nothing wrong with that unless you have the ability and the skills to work a job that requires more out of you. So if you're maxing out your skill and like that's all that you can do is, you know, work in a restaurant job or maybe work as a restaurant manager, there's nothing wrong with that. Like as long as you're working to your full potential. But the only reason why the main reason why you should work to your potential is because there are people out there that like that's, you know, that's the best job that they're able to do. So if you're working below your potential and you're still in that job, you're really taking opportunities away from people that like could have that job, that would be a really good job for them and they would feel, you know, fulfilled in doing that job. But you're not working to your potential, so you're taking that from them.
Spread out, darlings. Don't be afraid to get close and cozy.
I'll bust my ass at BK, do more work than everyone here. At Burger King or everyone in chat? I'm guessing that you mean Burger King. But here's the thing, Horizon, is you can learn the skills, you can move up, you can become a manager, you can turn that situation into more if you have the potential for more. But like Robo said, a lot of people will not work. People will work really hard on focusing on
Replicator enter in orbit.
certain things that aren't going to matter. Like if you're working on at Burger King and all you ever focus on is, you know, how to make the Whopper perfectly every time, like, sure, that's great, but eventually, like, you need to move beyond that. Eventually, you need, you know, it should be like a second nature thing. You shouldn't have to be focusing on that. So, and then at the beginning, when you're first learning how to make a Whopper, yeah, you probably are going to have to focus on how to make it properly. But eventually, that should become like an autopilot type thing, and then you can focus on, okay, well, how do I make a really good Whopper while having good customer service? You know, while engaging with the customer, or while being a good teammate and working with my coworkers. Every job that you have, almost every job out there, you're gonna have to work with people, whether it's the customer directly or whether it's with your coworkers or a mixture of the two. So learning good people skills, even if you're at a restaurant, even in like a entry level customer service role, you can transfer those skills to other jobs, to higher paying jobs or better jobs. I mean, I was saying earlier, like at the company that I work at, I work in the office, but there's also people that we also have a warehouse, and the warehouse is not, you know, air conditioned. And so today when it was 130 degrees, like, they're literally sweating back there in a 130 degree warehouse, and I'm working in the office. And do I feel, you know, bad for them? Well, yeah, I mean, that sucks. But at the same time, like, I've had those jobs, and like, I realized, look, I don't want to be doing this. I'm working hard, but I don't like this type of work. How can I get into another type of work that I don't have to work outside when it's 120 degrees outside, or, you know, whatever it is. So, and it's not always easy. You know, life is not fair. There are not equal outcomes for everybody, and there's not equal opportunity for everybody, as much as you know, people try to sell that idea that is the case. It's simply not. Some people are just going to get better opportunities than others. Some people are going to get better outcomes than others. But if you focus all your time and energy on pointing the finger at other people that had like an unfair advantage over you, instead of saying, okay, well, how do I get to the next step?
Package over there.
You know, you're just spinning your wheels. If you apply your energy into how can I better myself, rather than why is this person get better opportunities than me? Why don't I ever get, you know, a break? Blah blah blah. It's a waste of. You're just wasting your energy, in my opinion.
Anyone up for some shopping?
Secured some materials.
I saw a meme the other day, and it was I don't know the exact show, but it's a show. This family like owns a pawn shop type deal, and it's kind of similar to Pawn Stars, I guess, but it's family owned, and like the meme was like the dad yelling at the son, and the dad was the first box was like the dad yelling at the son, and he was like, get a job, and the son was like, I have a job, and then like throwing a chair at him, and he was like complaining he didn't make enough money or whatever, and then the dad was like, oh, well, get a real job, and then like the son was like, got a real job, or the dad was, I'm butchering this completely. Basically, the point of it was the boomer was blaming the son for not having a job. Then he blamed him for having a job in fast food. Then he told him to get a better job, and then he got a better job, and then the boomer was complaining about how there's nobody to work at fast food anymore. And I was like, well, yeah, if you know, sit here and devalue these people long enough, nobody's going to want to do it. Everybody's going to find other things to do, and then you're going to have to wait, you know, 30 minutes to get your Big Mac, and it's, you know, going to be made crappy because there's, you know, 3 people working at the McDonald's when it should be like 5 or 6, but they can't get anybody to come work for them even though they're paying 15, 17 bucks an hour.
The ring's our neighbor, pal.
I saw
We've
the
got a minute to
McDonald's
find
near
her.
the Nashville airport was starting off at $17 an hour for like a regular crew member, and I forget how much the manager pay was. It was like $18.50 or something like that.
Ring's closing in 45 and we're right next door.
You know, and that's in a place where we have relatively.
But only one will
What, in that 3 squads left?
us.
You
Okay,
kill
well,
leader, you detail.
well, I'll take it. I suppose we can try to find the other 2 squads. Oh, no, we just want to wait. We're just waiting to... We're just going to wait to find the last 3 squads. That's what we're doing? Okay. I feel like if you're clocking 48 plus hours a week, you should be able to afford to live. Why is everything so expensive?
I'm taking fire.
Oh wow, what a Beamerton.
My heart goes out.
What a Beamerton. Oh, I'm gonna die!
Recharging my shields.
Oh, I'm dead.
Rejuvenating.
Oh yeah, I'm just dead. There's nothing I can do.
We spot a bother.
Is he walling? I don't know. That seemed... He really shot me really quick when he came around the corner. Maybe they're cheating. Maybe that's why the teams died so quick.
Taking a bit to heal.
I hate that on PC, like, I can never really just... When somebody does something like that, I can never just be like, oh, he just must be really good. It's like, maybe he was cheating. Like, how was he able to come around the corner and shoot me so fast? You know, he was like
I'm
pre-firing.
bleeding out.
I don't know. Maybe he just has really good reflexes. They died really quickly, too.
We should go here.
What's that duo? 7 kills? They're probably not cheating. I don't know, Jazzy. I mean, the fact that you can... I mean, if you're working anywhere close to minimum wage, or really even if you're working like $10 an hour, like say you're making $10 an hour working 40 hours a week, you know, you're gonna bring home... If you're making $10 an hour, you're gonna bring home like maybe $1,400 a month total, you know, after taxes and whatnot. And then when you consider like a 1-bedroom apartment in my city, the lowest cost for like just rent for a 1-bedroom apartment is like $1,100. And then plus on top of that, you have utilities, you have bills, you know, car or transportation expenses. Whether you have a car or not, you still have to have transportation expenses. Oh yeah, and then you have to buy food. So I mean, on obviously working $10 an hour, even if you're working full time, you can't afford to live within an hour of Nashville. So it's like, how does that make sense? Like, why are there not, you know, at least lower income places? Because I mean, to Bottle's point, it's like, sure, you don't need a fancy house, you don't need to buy your own house, but you can't even afford to rent. You can't even afford to rent like a shady apartment in a cheap area, you know, unless you're making at least like $25 an hour, you know, and a lot of people just aren't able to get that if they don't have any skills, if they don't have any experience. I mean, we're witnessing the, I was gonna say slow erosion, but I mean, at this point, it's pretty accelerated erosion of the middle class. And if we keep going on the trajectory that we're on, very quickly, it's gonna be just a country of haves and have-nots, you know? Like the bare essentials of like owning your own house and having your own vehicle are gonna be only accessible by the haves, you know, and the have-nots are gonna have.
All right, round two.
I don't even know what it looks like for the have-nots. You know, we've never lived in a time where, to my knowledge at least, like the majority of working class people won't even be able to afford having a car.
Time for bold action. Lock and load, rinse, repeat.
You know, at some point, like the rich people are gonna have to do something so that people can afford to eat. When it gets to a point where people can't afford to eat anymore, there's gonna be riots in the street. You know, right now people can afford to eat. They can afford to
Nothing surprises
get their
me.
liquor, their beer. They can afford to have some, you know, modest entertainment for the most part. But once that goes away, I mean, I would already argue that the middle class is not even able to buy houses anymore in many cities. The upper middle class maybe, but you know, the working poor, as they're called, are so far out of the housing market that it's crazy. Cars are a luxury though, not a necessity. Well, you need some type of transportation though, Bottle. Especially in many cities, they don't have very good public transport. I mean, in the South, the public transportation is terrible. So you're right, you don't need a car, but you do need some form of transportation. And if you can't buy a car, none of your friends have a car, your family members don't have a car, Uber drivers can't afford cars because, you know, that's also a low-paying, low-skill job. If people aren't able to afford cars and the public transport sucks, and it's going to be overburdened with, you know, more and more people trying to use it because they can't afford cars anymore, you know, then what? How are people going to even get to work, you know? Yeah, I would say a car is a necessity in some areas because, I mean, there's just not public transportation even available. So, you know, what's it going to be? Is the ruling class, or are they going to, you know, extend public transportation? Probably not, because that's something that's going to come out of their pocket that they're not going to use, so they're not going to want to pay for it, you know?
Extended energy mag here. Level 3.
The ring's closing in a minute. We're not close. I could use that.
I'll still hold out for a volt, I guess.
Rings near, darlings, and we've got a whole 45 seconds of free time.
Gotta hop up here. Turbocharger.
Turbo cheesy, huh?
Dibs, dear.
Took many a bus or cabs, even a bike to school. Well, I'm talking about a world where there's not even cabs because cab drivers can't afford to operate cabs.
Supplies here.
Or cab companies can't even afford to operate cars anymore.
Always better than iron sights.
I could use that.
Got an extended energy mag
I'm not
here.
saying it'll happen tomorrow, but if we keep going on the path that we are, I mean, we're already seeing where the middle class... My point is, we're already seeing like where the middle class can't buy houses. And pretty soon,
Need some energy ammo.
it's going to be to the point where they can't buy cars either.
Energy ammo here.
Can't afford to operate cars.
Thank you.
Thanks, darling.
I got you. Let's check out that way.
Driving is a privilege, I mean, but there's not even jobs like within walking distance of where everybody lives. I mean, it's a perpetual cycle. I mean, look at even Nate, like the position he's in. Like, he doesn't have a car, so he's literally gotta either work to somewhere that he can walk to, or he's gotta Uber constantly, like back and forth. Which, unless you're making pretty good money, is like you can't even afford to Uber to work. very expensive. You have to make adjustments. At some point, there's just not adjustments to be made to bottle. At some point, it just doesn't work. When you're making $10 an hour and your rent is $1,200 a month, like there's just not an adjustment that can be made. I mean, the only adjustment that can be made is like, okay, well, you can't afford to live by yourself. You have to live with your parents, or you have to live with roommates or something like that. It's like, I mean, sure, you can technically make adjustments to survive. I can make an adjustment, decide, oh, well, I'm just gonna go pitch a tent downtown and eat food out of the garbage cans, or you know, something like that. It's like, sure, I can make that adjustment and still survive. But you know, what kind of life is that? Quality of life is that?
Got an extended sniper mag here. Level 3. Helmet here. Level 4.
What's a good gig by the house? I'd like to have a shield of a blue or purple variety. That would be nice.
Hitting my mark on this one. Helmet here. Level 2. Mind those headshots.
I mean, you guys don't want to give me the level 4 helmet. I don't even want the level 2 helmet. You gotta find a cheaper space or something. I'm being realistic. I don't know. That I'd be ashamed to move in with a family. Oh, okay, buddy.
Already on my mark.
I'm just dead here. How are they shooting me around this cave corner?
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Reloading. Hostile close. Reloading. Enemy down.
Need a wee rejuvenation.
Reloading.
I don't know that I'd be ashamed to move in with a family for a few years to save up for my own spot if I had to. I mean, that's the thing though, Bottle. Like, how much are you gonna save up when you can never, like, if you're still making $10 an hour or whatever, there's no amount of saving that if you can't afford the rent,
They're trying to corner us.
like, if you can't afford a rent on that type of salary, then
Who's down? Need a medic. Reloading. Broken enemy shield. I'm down. Contact with target.
well, teammates wanted to give me absolutely nothing there. I should have just ran away. I'm saying if you had a nice job within walking distance. I mean, I see what you're saying, Bottle. I mean, there's always options. I mean, what I did when I couldn't afford to rent anymore is I lived out of my car for a summer. Do I recommend doing that? Not really. I was pretty destitute though, and I thought it would be, you know, possible to do with my situation. I thought I would save some money. It really wasn't that much cheaper when I considered like how much the food costs were. I had to, yo, Lily. I'm so glad you could stop by, Lily. I hope your drive is going well. So I don't recommend doing that, Bottle. Yes, there's always adjustments that you can make to figure out a way to make it happen. But what me and Jazzy are arguing is if you're working 40 hours a week, there shouldn't have to be that many adjustments. Like, I'm sorry, but rent should be affordable enough where you can get a 1-bedroom apartment for a reasonable price that you're not going to be living a luxurious life. I'm not arguing that you should be able to have a life of luxury making $10 an hour. What I'm arguing is you should be able to afford an apartment, food, and reasonable transportation. Now, whether that includes like owning a car or not, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying that you should be able to, you know, be able to afford your transportation expenses. Because whether you have a car, whether you have to Uber, take a taxi, take the bus, whatever, That was 20 years ago. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing that I'm talking about, though, Bottle. What I'm saying is we're having an erosion of the middle class. And if we keep going the way that we're going, it's just going to be the haves and the have-nots. There is not going to be any middle. There's going to be no middle class. Already, we're seeing the middle class being phased out of being able to buy a home or replaced out of being able to buy a home. It's really only like upper middle class and above that can afford to do that at this point. For a single person, you've got to be making, in my area, about $80,000 to $90,000 a year, which is twice the average income. You know, average income is around 40,000, but in order as a single person to qualify for just a bare bottom level home, you have to be making double the average. Making double the average income is not somebody that's in the middle class. That's somebody that is, you know, definitely. And if you, I wouldn't say it's earning $70,000 is upper middle class, but in Tennessee, in my area, if you have a 2-income household and both people are earning $70,000 a year, then you're at 140 household income. That is, you know, kind of upper middle class. Today's standards of living are more about a couple making it work. And it's always been like that, Bottle. And like, again, I'm not opposed to it being that way. But again, if I'm working 40 hours a week, I should be able to provide myself with basic food and shelter. Food, shelter, transportation, and living expenses. That's it. Oh yeah, 2 years for a wait list for sure, Jazzy. It's been going pretty good, Lily. Been having